Hello curious wanderers, welcome to my newest video. So this is another Photoshop video. I'm hoping to keep doing a few of these because I'm really enjoying it. We'll see how it goes. So again, you can see that I started my drawing with my little plastic figurine there to give myself an idea of the pose that I want. Also, you get to see me struggle drawing a hand first thing in the video. Yay! Hands are hard. Like, shout out to anyone who's good at them. You must have practiced a whole bunch, because I've practiced a whole bunch, and yeah, I'm still not there. So still struggling. I feel like if it's not a very typical hand thing, and when I mean typical, I mean like hello, like hand. I struggle a whole lot. Oh yay, I lost footage again. As you can see, I left a little note to myself to remind myself that I lost some footage there, as you do. But yeah, so I like sketching it in like this like not black color, and then that way I can see the difference from what I've sketched to what's like underneath, because otherwise I lose track. I don't have the attention span, so when if I'm like inking, if I'm sketching the same color that like the inking is, I lose completely track. So if you're wondering why it's like bright pink, it's like, yeah, I find that a little easier. So yeah, this character, if you want to know a little bit about this character, her name is Kira Turncoat, and she is a squirrel person. It's not gonna show because in this drawing of her, it's just her normal like human form, I suppose. But she has like a kinship with squirrels, and she can turn into a squirrel and talk to squirrels, and yeah, I'm so creative. Are you impressed with my creativity? Okay. Anyway, she's a very cute character, and I actually like her a lot. She's a little spazzy, but she's like really shy, and she's a very shy, timid character. But she's a little skittish and a bit distracted, and I have no idea who she reminds me of. Anyway, I thought giving her a very earthy color scheme would be nice. So, based off of a little squirrel image I have, I think I might have talked about this in the last video, but I'll mention it again. Sometimes what I like to do with characters who have like a theme, like she has a squirrel theme, is like I'll literally take the color scheme of like the thing I'm being inspired by. Like here it's like the squirrel, and I'll use that to make the character blend better with the animal shape. So even though this is her human form, I know, right, that she also can have she'll have like a half human, half squirrel form, and she'll have a full squirrel form. So knowing that, I want to see how I can, as naturally as possible, integrate those colors so that later it'll blend better with her other form. So I use the colors off of the squirrel, and I thought it'd be fun to make her a redhead, since the squirrel has like a very pale belly and then a really red like hairdo and like floofy tail and all that. I thought that could translate well into making her a little redhead, so then her skin tone is more pale, like the squirrel's belly, but then her eyes would be fairly dark, and then her hair is like is red like the squirrel is. And then even in her clothes, I'm still keeping with that color scheme of colors that I'm picking from, like I'm picking with the little dropper from the squirrel image, and keeping that like aesthetic going, so it's a little more consistent. And I figure since she's kind of she's a more timid character. Like, I don't think she would really, like, in her personality anyway, she's not really the type to go with any crazy colors or anything. She'd rather blend in, because she's more of a woodsy person. She likes to be out in the woods, and she likes to forage in the woods and see what she can find. So I thought a more earthy toned colors work best for her lifestyle. And so I decided to give her a little bit of what do you call this? Is it an overall dress, I suppose? So like it's like a dress, but it's overalls. And then some like high strappy boots that would, like, in my mind, be very flexible but tough, so that she can like run about without losing a shoe, you know. And yeah, so I wanted to make the boots seem more more leathery than the dress, right? Because like I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, these are made of different materials. Like the boots and the dress can't be the same color exactly, because leather is like, when you dye leather or whatnot, not that I'm an expert in the matter, but when you dye leather, it doesn't quite come out the same color as if you dye a very heavy cotton. So I imagine that her overall dress is a very heavy cotton, and then her little shirt, like her t-shirt, is like a lighter cotton, and like the ribbon on her boots is a lighter cotton, but that the boots themselves are probably more of like a leathery material. So what I did to kind of convey that is, although she, you know, she clearly is trying to match her boots with her dress, if you know what I mean, but her boots are a bit darker and a little bit more warm, to kind of convey a bit of a fleshier tone. I was trying to make them seem a bit more leathery compared to the rest of her clothes, so that way you get a better feeling of that the materials are different materials. And I feel like that helps like bring it a bit of realism, you know, like not that my art should ever be used as a reference for realism, because I kind of make up my proportions as I go, but just to give it a little more believability is the word that I'm looking for. But yeah, so let's see. So I've talked about her outfit and her color palette, and yeah, so it took me less time to do this one than the last one you guys saw, so hopefully there's some progress there. Either that, or sometimes you're just having a better day, which is definitely something I experienced. So like some days it's like I magically remembered how to do art today, and then other days it's like how to art. Everything takes me 10,000 years longer. But I'm pretty sure that's a common thing. I'm sure a lot of you guys must experience something similar, or at least I'll continue to believe so. Here you get to see my shading. So sometimes I will take off all the color just so I can get a better, like a neutral, I suppose, view of the lighting and shading, so that I'm not basing my shading off of the colors that I'm seeing, but off of where the shadows are actually supposed to be. And so there I re-add the colors, and then I'm just adjusting how deep the shading is. So that's just how I'm doing that. But yeah, so we're pretty much getting to the end of the video here. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you any of my links are in the description box if you want to check those out. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.